The Psychology of No, Lesson 4. Hearing no is your investment cost. Every business, okay, I'm gonna tell you a universal principle. Every single business has investment costs. So let's use an example. Let's use a non-direct sales example. You wake up today and you decide it's time for me to get a McDonald's franchise. So you call up the franchising office and you find out that it costs $1 million. I don't know if it's exactly a million, but let's say it costs $1 million just to get the franchise rights. So you've got to either put up your own money, or you've got to get a bank, or you've got to get investors. You've got to raise literally $1 million to get those franchise rights. Let's say that includes the build-out costs and anything else. Well, before you're even in a position to make one dime with your franchise, you've had to literally put up $1 million to even be in a position to make any money. Well, guess what? You have a business. You don't have a job. You're a Scentsy consultant and you actually own a business. Now, you had to pay to get your starter kit, right? And that was hardly anything. That was the price of a pair of shoes, right? You paid just a nominal amount to start, to get your starter kit, and then you got a bunch of product. Well, guess what? That isn't your only investment cost. But nobody is asking you to put up a whole bunch of money. You don't have to go buy $1 million worth of stock. You don't have to build out a new location. You don't have to put up front the money to pay all these employees. You don't have to put up any money. But you do have an investment cost. Do you want to know what your investment cost is? You have to hear no. The type of business that you chose is different than a McDonald's franchise. It's different than a restaurant where you go and you have to put up all this money to make your restaurant look good before the single customer walks in the door to pay $1. You have a business, but it's a different business. But your business still requires startup capital. But it's not literal money, it's sweat equity, it's emotional equity. And what you have to pay, if you want to be successful, if you want to start making good money, you have to pay the cost of hearing no. That is your investment. That is your sweat equity. Think about that from now on. Think, I own a business, but I didn't have to put up millions of dollars. I didn't have to build out this restaurant front. I didn't have to invest in all this equipment and all these assets. But what I do have to do, my investment, my sweat equity, is hearing no.